We're doing it live.
Well, see, the thing
Eh.
is that Theron wasn't here last week, and you had some business to attend to, so we can do that first.
Deals in business, baby.
So is the title of this session, is this also related to a movie or
It's a book and a movie, yeah.
no, something wicked this way, Slithers? No, nothing. Nothing.
The original is Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
You must learn your culture.
I know culture, just not this one.
Sus.
I am an uncultured swine, also known as German.
Anyway, so last session we followed Grimwald, Kaida, Kristoff as they were pursuing some shenanigans having to do with the nightmare that had appeared in the circus the night before. However, Theron, you have some business to attend to after you left the circus with your family. I assume that your wife, your kids, they went home, and you. Well, what did you do?
I mean, obviously, I would go home with them. I thought I was. Didn't I tell Delvin to schedule it? Was it for that evening then? Right.
I mean, he can keep a person prisoner for a while. That's not a problem. So the next day, while Kristoff, Kaida, Grimwald are doing whatever it is they're doing, you can. Oh, did I put the link of the playlist for these anywhere, or did I not?
The link of the what?
The link for the videos.
Videos.
Maybe I didn't. Okay.
Yeah,
anyway,
I don't remember anything
up somewhere. You can watch if you want to know what they did.
I got a little bit of a rundown, so I kind of know what happened.
Give me the rundown.
Well, while they're doing that, it is Wednesday, my dude. What are you doing?
Woo! So, I mean... Oh, shit. I did not realize the kind of business you were speaking of. I thought you were talking about the business deal I was trying to set up with the, place down the way.
Well, there's that too.
No, you're talking about... Okay, yeah. No, I'm gonna go deal with that business. Yeah, because you are saying that he did get caught, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, yeah, then I'll end up dealing with that.
Okay. Well, what starts off as a normal day of work, well, it is, honestly. You show up to the distillery, and Delvin is there, and it's like, our friend is sleeping. I'll go wake him up.
Thank you.
Where would you normally do your business interviews?
Business interviews?
Like in your office, and you have like a small room off to the side. What's the deal?
Yeah, I would have like yeah, I guess I would probably just do it in my office. Is why I would probably do that like in.
Okay. So a few minutes pass by, and Delvin and one of the workers bring in a chair to which is strapped a guy who has been clearly somewhat tortured, not too severely, but definitely to make sure that he knows he's fucked up in some way. They usually leave the real stuff up to you. Aye, the bossman shows himself.
Is this him speaking to me, right?
Yes.
I do. So why were you following me?
Well, we I'm sure you noticed. Sent a little something to have a look into your business. Not satisfied. My bosses are not satisfied with the results, so here I am.
Yes, it appears so. Now, what to do with you?
No, what to do with
No,
you? Hello. We're catching up with Theron at the moment. You are not
okay.
missing
Yeah.
out on much. Well, a little bit, but nothing for Grimwald yet. We'll get there.
Okay.
The guy says, no, I have to deal with you. You've disrupted our operations.
Yes, but I think I'm about to mend that issue. So, if I let you go, what do you tell your masters, I guess?
I'll put in a good word for whatever good that'll do.
Oh, I forgot to ask, what is your name?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it quite matters. I like to, know who I'm speaking with.
Okay, hold on. Let me generate a name. While my, because I was rebooting my laptop. His name is. I can just do this instead. Deimos. I'll write it down.
Got a last name for me?
Rafali.
Oh.
He's like a second cousin, twice removed, something, not necessarily, you know. They wouldn't risk their main guys just for this.
Yeah, but extended family member.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. So I'm assuming then that you're one of the, extended family then?
You can say that.
Oh, okay.
Make no mistake, I'm really only here because I let you.
Oh, what was that, sorry?
That he says that he's really only here because he let himself be captured.
Right. Well, do me a favor then. I'll be letting you go today. And, let the real people in charge know that I have a business proposition. A possible joint business venture that I think would be very profitable for both of us.
I believe your associate has already done that, but I'll...
And I think it'll
reinforce the
be even
point.
more impactful hearing it from another family member, too. Would you be so kind to do that for me?
Like I said, I'll see what good it does.
Thank you. Okay, let him
I
go.
promise nothing. And he walks off. This would have been earlier in the day. Anything else you want to do? Technically, Delvin had already informed them, so you could probably meet with them the same day.
Yeah, I would probably want to meet with them in the evening then. If that, like,
Yeah, sure.
obviously I think that would make sense for timing and everything.
Very well. So we pass a little bit of time forward. You do have some slightly more legitimate business to attend to as well.
Yeah, some clerical work and administrative shit, whatever.
um, some things that need to be distributed to their respective locations. Oh, God. And when the time comes, are you going on your own? Are you taking Delvin with you, or anyone else?
Oh yeah, no, I'm taking people with me. They're sending spies after me. I'm not gonna short it. I'm not gonna underestimate what they're doing.
Okay. So Delvin and I don't know, like 1d6 or others.
You want me to roll it?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, I just gotta get to the thing real quick. 1.
1. Okay, so 2 people.
Wow.
I mean,
Okay.
you don't want to frighten them.
Yeah, for sure.
But Delvin and one of the bigger guys. So you. Oh my God! Hold on. I need to close my door. So I don't know if it comes out in the mic, but I can definitely hear my family being too loud. Anyway.
Not too much.
So you take Delvin and one of the bigger guys for some extra muscle, and you make your way to the Rafali family brewery. It is also nearby to where you live, as that is part of the district. You are there are some private security around who stop you and ask what your business is.
I mean, I'll just be like, I have a meeting with the family.
The guards talk amongst themselves, and one of them goes to check inside, and they ask for your name.
Theron.
One of the guards goes inside, and a few minutes pass, and you are allowed inside. The Rafali brewery is like a large building off on one side of the street, and where you're currently going is the Rafali household, which is next door, essentially. It is a very, very nice mansion. A little bit uncharacteristic for the rest of the architecture of the district. But it's people who have money and want to flaunt it. But you are let through into a large dining table, a very long table. At one end there are 3 people. One, the Deimos, the guy you had captured before, and 2 older people, 1 man, 1 woman.
Okay.
What do you do?
They're sitting on the opposite end, correctly?
Yes, they're sitting on one end.
Okay. Well, then obviously I'm kind of getting the understanding here, so I guess I'll end up occupying the other. And I'll just be sitting down and addressing them like, good evening.
And they return. The lady, seemingly the lady of the house, is like, good evening to you as well. Our cousin tells us that you have a business proposition, and your partner, I suppose, had informed us of that as well. What might that be?
Well, I have noticed your peeping and spying into my business, and so I figured what better way to bury the hatchet between our families than working together on something that will create good profits for both of us.
The gentleman, the older gentleman, is like, We do believe in making deals, however, we do also prefer to keep the business in the family. I understand that you are already married, is that correct?
Yes.
So that makes things difficult. Normally, we would propose a marriage of sorts to properly unite the families, but that is not going to be possible here. Unless, of course, well, accidents happen all the time.
Theron will just kind of smirk at that. Yes, they do, don't they? Well, I was more thinking of a joint business venture. You're a brewery, and I'm a distillery. I figured we could maybe release some sort of joint spirit or brew of some variety, if that would be something you'd be receptive to. With both our businesses' names on it, I can't imagine it wouldn't flourish in this market.
Make an insight check there.
Okay. 25?
25. You get a certain sense of insincerity from them. From the two older people. The cousin is kind of checked out. He's not really paying attention.
Yeah, makes sense.
The gentleman does say, profits is all well and good, but we have, shall we say, other goals that are being interfered with at the moment.
Oh, what might that be then?
At that point, the lady picks up. It has come to our attention that a few years back, the what was it? The Eyes of Orgal, or what?
Just the Orgal.
The Orgal.
Thing.
The Orgal. We had a business plan with them, and we are learning that it was you who caused their downfall.
I unfortunately have no clue what you were speaking of. I have never heard of any such of a Orgal before.
Make a deception check.
Alright. Just gotta make sure I got the right roll here. There we go. 19?
19. Okay. Perhaps. But surely you've heard, no? That they no longer exist. Well, we had a deal with them. And if you didn't, you do certainly now occupy the same space, or similar. We, as an organization, have certain needs.
Theron's gonna kind of sit up a little bit more, just kind of like readjust himself in his seat. Deimos. Theron will.
What?
Yeah. Would you be willing to give us some privacy for a moment?
He looks to the older couple, and then they nod, and he hurriedly leaves.
As he leaves, Theron will stand up and begin to approach the other end of the table. Very casually.
Make another insight check, please.
Okay. 10?
10. Okay. They're looking a little bit more uncomfortable than before.
Perfect. I'll sit a few seats down away from them. I don't want to sit right next to them. I don't want to get too into their personal space. So, I guess I'll cut the bullshit then. Your spies have caught enough information that, I guess it's time to be honest. Yes, I took over the organization that was once known as the Orgal. I currently run it under a different name. If you're looking for a business venture in that sense, I can definitely assist you. If you'd be willing to inform me of whatever agreement you had, then I might be able to oblige you in the same agreement as well. Seeming as I now run the family now.
The gentleman starts his reply. Well, honesty is always appreciated. So, it seems then that you took over an organization but did not inherit all the responsibilities. The deal we had with your girl was for people. We need people.
Workers are protection, I guess is more the specifics I'm looking for here.
Test subjects.
Oh. And in return, I'll stop being bothered by spies and anything else?
Then perhaps you may receive some payment as well. It's a simple agreement, don't you think?
Yes, it is a pretty simple agreement, because I really don't need to know exactly what you're doing. It doesn't interest me. I just want you off my back. I have other business ventures and things to maintain and monitor. I can't afford having to also deal with spies. And I'm sure with this agreement as well, we'll both, keep it close to heart when it comes to any sort of law enforcement and such.
Of course. We're not savages.
Perfect then. Okay.
He takes off his glove and offers his hand to shake.
Theron will shake it and say, and just send me a letter over or whatever preferred way of communication, informing me of how many you need. I'll be sure to fill it.
We'll take as many as you can get.
Will do then.
You do notice that the back of his hand is covered in scales.
Ooh, fun.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
It's time for a crusade.
Is this where I come in and kill them all?
You ain't got no... This is the day that you are investigating with the Academy, and you are doing something else at this time when this is happening.
I know.
So, we can end this part of that scene.
The sidebar.
Uh-huh. Well, it's not a sidebar, it's important.
Fair enough.
But it is like a rewind on the clock. Now, the next day for everyone, Kaida, Kristoff, Grimwald, you guys were investigating some of the infernal happenings around the circus with the horse. And who was it that had requested Grimwald?
The guy,
right?
yeah, that was me. Yeah.
Yeah, with
Grim.
Councillor Pascalis. You, in the morning of that day, which is a Thursday, let me just mark my calendar, there we go. In the morning of that day, you receive a... Where do you live, would you say?
That I do not know. I do not know.
Go to
Like,
the
so,
map and choose a district.
the map, right?
I'll link it again if you want.
Yeah, can you do that? Because it's not in maps.
It is not, but it should be now.
So where would you say the police station is? Or
I mean, there are
headquarters?
many. There are two big ones in the Old Town and in Kingshield. So at the center and at the blue castle to the left.
Right. Remind me again, where did we all meet again?
You all met in the Southgate district.
So I guess, and the Southgate have its own police station?
Also, but it is not as big.
Okay.
It is still pretty big, just not the biggest, because Southgate is where people go in and out of the city. So
yeah,
it makes sense.
I want to say Old Town.
Okay.
Because it sounds cool to be in Old Town.
I mean, it's depends on your definition of cool, I guess, but sure. So, in your home, you receive a letter, a physical letter, not a message, like perhaps you might have asked for, saying that in this particular case of what seems to be an emergency, you have like a short window of time to meet with the counselor at like 3 p.m.
Okay.
Does it mention any places?
It does at the what's it? It's the council hall in the district right next door to that, the Peaks, right up above the Old Town.
So the Peaks, okay.
Close. It's not very far at all, so you can do that.
Okay. Do I know where Christoph is staying at? Or where the Silver Moon Inn is?
Yes,
we've met there.
Inn is, you met there. It is in the Crossroads district. Is that big rectangle to the
right? Yeah.
The only one without a label.
It doesn't. It doesn't have a label. It does not have a label.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Yeah,
but it does link to the.
I mean, it does have a picture. Yeah, it does. I know.
The big sleep
okay.
picture.
Yeah, I need to do that.
So, what's the time right now?
When you receive that, it would be like 9 in the morning, maybe 10. Not very late at all.
So I'm gonna head over to the Silver Moon Inn to get Christoph, and then I'm going to the Peaks.
Okay.
To meet with the counselor.
Very well. Kaida, what are you doing?
No, I was just going to say that my notes are unfinished, so I don't really remember what I did last session at the end.
Where's the VOD?
Yeah.
Hold on. I can get it.
I haven't. I thought you were gonna ask the counselor to do something. It was like in the chat.
Yeah, you were gonna ask him to like look into the history of Of
The knife.
pen
Yeah, no, I know that.
knife.
Yeah, no, I know that. But like, yeah, it's fine. I'll
The end
manage.
was just scrying attempts didn't work.
Ah, yeah, right.
Indeed. Just in case, I may as well. It's on resources.
Yes. Okay.
Oh no.
All right.
Anyway,
Nightmare on Elf Street.
so you and oh wait, no, Kaida, what are you doing?
All right. So currently it's 10 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So at this, I probably would have got the message across or to Havoc to have the whole circus kind of on lockdown. And so like nobody, like no outsiders are like allowed inside, and unless by decree of me, if and I know it was Veronica, I think Lyndon. She wanted to see Amadeus. She wanted to inspect it more. So I know she said she would send like a letter ahead of time. So she has special access to coming to the circus, but with also with being watched at the same time, escorted.
Yeah. Okay. So you're doing stuff around the circus then.
Yeah, around the circus, and then I'll kind of start trying to at least just walk and trying to just explore in the direction of where Grimm's. I thought like it was like something to the east of the circus that there might be a chance that there's a trail. So after I get like the message across, I'm just gonna start kind of just roaming the streets and try to see if I can sniff anything out.
Okay. Well, in that case, we'll get back to you. Meanwhile, up at the peaks, after breakfast or maybe lunch, depending on your timing and how you define those things, Kristoff and Grimwald, you guys head up to the peaks, which, as the name might imply, is like there's like a little bit more of a hilly topography in this district, and that is also where the castle is for the Empire. But that is not where you're going. You are going to the Council Hall, which is nearby, but lower down, obviously. You are admitted as having an appointment, and you are directed to the office of Counselor, what's his name? Pascalis. Counselor Pascalis is a human, older gentleman, maybe in his like 60s. And he is sitting there in an reasonably empty room, but there's some holy artifacts as well. What do you do?
I greet him and I bow.
Mm-hmm.
Good day, counselor. I'm here to ask a favor of you that you might help with.
Well, it is not every day that a riddle keeper asks for a favor. I will see what I can do. I was told it was an emergency.
Yes, it is sort of an emergency, and I bring out the knife or the syringe that was used.
It's more like a needle.
The demon thing.
Mm-hmm.
Needle. We have this. Somebody tried to create a demon horse out of a regular horse.
Right in the middle of a circus presentation.
Right.
If we weren't there to stop it, it could have killed many.
Yeah. And the favor is if you could locate the owner of this needle.
Or at least find out who they are.
Well, let's try. That was like a knowledge cleric thing, right?
Yeah, it was the high level knowledge cleric.
Let me remind myself on how that works. And we will get there. Within a number of days equal to your wisdom score. Okay. He asks you first if you had tried scrying on it. I assume that you tell
We
him that you
have,
did.
but our attempts were failed.
Apparently, the person was too strong-willed.
Well, that is inconvenient. But perhaps Ayun can guide us in this endeavor, and he starts doing like a meditative chant. You can't quite understand what he's saying. He's more whispering. You recognize some things. He doesn't appear to be speaking. Wait, what languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Raptorkin, and Sylvan.
Okay, Christoph?
Nothing that he doesn't speak.
Okay.
Someone else. Okay.
Yeah, it is a language that you do not recognize, but some things seem familiar. You also being a cleric, so some kind of prayer to Ayun.
Wait, before he starts, I have a question to the DM.
Question to
Does
the DM, answer to a player.
Does what's the spell's name? Not enhance ability, even though that would probably work as well. Maybe.
Not really.
Would boosting him basically do anything? Or no?
I mean, on a meta level, no, not really, because the ability doesn't. It depends on the wisdom score. I don't think you have anything to affect that.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Also, he is a much more powerful cleric than you, so I'm not sure if Grimwald would think that anything he can do can help in this particular circumstance.
Okay.
Still, he opens his eyes after he finishes this chant. They are glowing, and he takes the demon scribe and like looks at it intently. How does this work? 1 minute. The object, 1 additional minute for each owner. Interesting. Okay. So he tells you that this was in fact used by. Hold on. Okay. He tells you that the previous owner, previous to you, acquired this object from a family member or someone who at least has that similar position, and they did in fact use it to do this effect on the horse. Most recent significant event, well, that would be it. And that in a panic, not realizing what he was doing, he dropped it, and that is how it was lost.
Okay.
Previous to that, the person who gave it to that person made it. They did not buy it, they made it.
Okay.
And the making process, it requires a blood sacrifice, so that's pretty messed up.
Did he tell us anything about the people who owned it, like what they looked like, or any?
Well, let me, because it doesn't specify, so I'm gonna roll for that. Or does someone want to roll instead?
I guess you can roll. I don't
Nah,
have a dice.
it's more fun if you guys do it.
What die? What kind of die?
D20 plus 6.
Plus 6. Let's go. Net 20.
Oh my god. Okay.
Physical die don't disappoint.
Pog. So, since this ability focuses primarily on the object, he doesn't get all that clear of an image of the owner themselves. He does describe more or less the attire. And it is the attire of wealthy people with some amount of influence and or money. The details of it, he specifies certain colors, but more detail than that, it's complicated.
You can't remember any symbols or anything like that?
No, because it's not 4K, it's 180p.
Oh no.
So
Okay.
there are some things you can identify, some patterns, some colors, some telltale signs of something. Now, obviously, after the ritual is completed, going back further doesn't do anything. So he stops and he's trying to help you. He does say that, well, obviously people with money change their clothes very often, so maybe it's not that helpful. Although he does recall that the style of clothing is particular amongst people who do like a lot of like the person who made it, who he saw it, was not a blacksmith. It was like it's a different profession entirely.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, I am assuming the knowledge of how to make these demon scribes is not very common.
It is, yeah, no, it would be reasonable to assume that no, it was not. But from the way he said it, it requires a sacrifice, at least.
Do you know, by any chance, of any family or person who would know how to make one?
Such knowledge is those who have it keep it secret. And well, now you have it, you must keep it secret.
I feared as much.
It is highly, highly frowned upon, very illegal. There are, let's face it, there are many criminals in the city. It attracts all sorts of sorts.
Well then.
Narrowing things down to who of those criminals is successful, is powerful, has money, and hasn't been caught yet. It's a bit of trouble, but not impossible, I don't think.
Perhaps. Well, thank you, Prishalis, counselor. You have greatly helped us in this.
In any case, I think I can bring this up at a meeting, alert the head of the guards, make sure they're on the lookout for such activities.
Yes. Thank you for your help. I myself and my associate here will dig deeper into this.
Have a nice day, I suppose.
Thank you. You too.
Very well. Kaida.
And may I bless you.
Mm-hmm. He returns the blessing.
Yes.
Kaida,
Yes.
you are looking for more clues.
Yeah, I'm
Correct.
just trying to see if I can find any trails or anything that are suspicious, just in the general direction of where.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make an investigation check, please.
All right. 21.
21. That's pretty good. However,
However,
trails are difficult to follow in paved roads. Even so, there is some faint trace on move one of the streets. Southgate. Even so, there is a small trail of blood. You're not sure if it's the same trail or another that you had seen before. A little bit off to the northwest.
um, just trying to find something, so I'll just follow it.
Okay. Very well. Okay. Oh god, my parents. So, looking through, you're following it's not a main street, but it is not a small alley either. It's somewhere in between. Following this very faint trail of blood that it does end at some point, but you're just looking. Make a perception check as well.
All right. 15.
15. Okay. At some point, the trail you're following, it leads you all the way up to the wall that divides the districts. The street is not one of the ones that crosses. And nearby there are some boxes, some crates that have been all messed up, and you see a hand poking out of that.
I'll take a look at it. Like a hand that's like. I'll just open it.
Okay. Looking around, you see a body that has been trapped underneath and/or left there. It is complete, but it is very much not alive.
So can I connect the dots? This is just basically this guy's blood that was under, or
well, you can make a medicine check as well.
Yeah, I'll do that. 5.
5. It's kind of hard to tell. There are no obvious signs of injury on this body. What there are is scales on parts of the skin.
So the trail led me to a wall that divides the city. So right now, am I at a dead end, or?
I mean, like there's a bit of alley in between the wall itself and some buildings in some parts, so it's not quite a dead end. It's like it does turn, but technically it is a dead end.
Technically, all right. Can I search? Can I just kind of like feel around to see if there's like any, looks like any the walls? If there's like any like like pressure plates or anything like that.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
14.
14. No pressure plates. No triggering mechanisms of any sort. As far as you can see. No signs of him climbing up the wall either. It's not that big of a wall, but it is still a wall.
And remind me, so who was like beneath the body was like beneath a bunch of crates, right?
Yeah.
So like was it poorly hidden or was it something that I was able to spot?
Probably.
Okay. All right. So I guess I'll just like continue on and just go down like the alley and just kind of
Mm-hmm.
search for anything that catches my interest.
Okay. At some point, the alley loops back into the normal street, so there aren't really any truly dead ends, especially around these parts. And you don't the trail of blood it stops there, so there isn't really much more for you to go on. You do get the sense that if this body was poorly hidden, maybe it wasn't just one person who did it.
All right.
What would you like to do?
I'll probably I guess I'll probably just go to the Silver Moon Inn and hopefully probably just wait until probably hopefully to see Kristoff. So Kaida's gonna go there, not knowing that they left to meet with somebody.
Okay. So that would have taken you a little bit of time to do all that. Versus that. Okay. Kristoff, Grimwald, what are you guys doing after that? After your meeting?
I don't know.
What?
What are we doing, Christoph?
I've got a contact at the Silver Moon Inn. Maybe they can like at least give me a list of wealthy people who might have dirt on them. Get us a starting point. Other than this, I really don't think I have any other option other than just going through shady people and see if anything hits.
Yeah.
Let's just
I'm
hope.
gonna.
Yes.
Maybe I should ask that pale tiefling Candereth about it. I could send him a message.
Perhaps. Has it been 24 hours yet?
Not yet. It'll be 24 hours later in the afternoon.
Perhaps we can meet them later.
Yeah. So I'm going to send a message using sending to Kendereth, asking him if he knows anyone else in the city that knows how to make one of these needles. Any nobles in particular, and if we could meet up this afternoon. Try scrying again.
Okay. They tell you that they don't know anyone specifically who knows, because it's not it's knowledge that is forbidden. It's not common, so he knows because he's a tiefling, and demon parents and all that. He doesn't know who else knows because, again, forbidden knowledge. He does also tell you that he is busy this afternoon, but after the time is up, he can try and scry again, and he'll send you a message if he finds anything.
Okay. So we can't meet him this afternoon. He's busy apparently, but he'll send me a message if he finds out anything.
Does this mean that every tiefling knows how to make a demon scribe?
I mean,
technically.
Make a history check.
Oh god, history. Oh. That's 14.
14. Tieflings.
I got 19.
19, okay. Tieflings, are very, very, very rare. Even in a city as big as this one, there may be only like 100. And that they have some kind of infernal demonic influence in their bloodline at some point. And Grimwald, you can tell based on the way he said it, is that in Candrith's case, it may be a little bit more direct than 500 years ago. It's maybe a little bit closer in time for Candrith.
Okay. I'll also ask for rich families with ties to tieflings then. Maybe we'll get a hit. Right now, all we can really do is a broad search, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you are heading back to the Surun Inn to check with your contacts?
Yes.
Okay. Well, when you arrive there in like 20 minutes or maybe less if you want to get a taxi or something. Those kind of exist.
Wait,
I
hold
think
up,
I
those
will.
exist?
Well,
One of the cart
coach
taxis?
cabs, yeah. There's a few other slightly more fantastical systems of transport, but those are more expensive.
Fair enough.
Like magic carpets.
Yahoo!
You go to Silvermoon Inn. You find there a familiar face, that of Kaida. Kaida, what are you doing? Eating, drinking, thinking?
Yeah, I'm just drinking. I'm just drinking water, not drinking. Drinking.
Consuming liquid.
Just waiting.
Has he noticed me?
Probably not if he would be facing either the bar or not the entrance. Who does notice you is Mr. Higgin, who rapidly approaches, telling you that there came a letter for you.
Oh, a letter. From whom?
Well, have a look. It is. Well, I'll ask Theron. Is it branded?
Yeah, it'll have a seal on it.
Okay, it'll have a seal of Maddox Liquor.
Medic. Did Theron ever tell his last name?
I mean, he was nearby. You did see the name of the business when you first met him. It was close enough, I think.
So I can connect the dots.
Yeah.
The two dots.
And we were in the court together, I think.
And you were in the court
told
together.
us.
Oh, yeah.
I think I think he told us already.
Yeah, Christoph is just not very good with names. Anyways, okay. That's interesting. I'll have a look at that later. I've got something to ask you about. Anyways, Mark.
What is it?
Is it busy right now? Are there people around?
It is Thursday, not very late, so there's a few people, but other waiters and bartenders are taking care of that.
Maybe somewhere a little more quiet.
Well, my office is not as big as Miss Organia's, but by all means, with just the two of us, or these two as well.
What do you mean, these two?
He points to Kaida and Grimwald.
Oh, Grimwald followed me. Yeah, sure.
I did. Yeah.
He did also point at Kaida, who is like right over there.
I just snap at Kaida's direction, hoping that he turns and do the follow me gesture.
kind of be like from his thinking pose, and then here's the snap, and then he's like, oh, okay, then stands up, fluff his cape, and then starts walking towards you.
Mr. Higgins, like, okay, it's gonna be a little bit cramped, but very well. You follow him to his office. It's, what you would expect from a medieval sort of accountant. It's full of papers and it's a mess overall. There's only one chair for him. What is it?
Well, we have investigated a sudden change from a horse to a nightmare, which led us to Demon Scribe. And we've kind of hit a dead end. So we're trying to find just any noble or otherwise rich family, business, or maybe even just person who might have ties to this. And was hoping that you had anything, any clue, something that we could start on.
Well, I deal with a lot of customers and a lot of people in here. It's Lady Argenia you want. She's more of a socialite. A demon scribe, you say, and he says it, and you, for what seems to be forbidden knowledge, all the people you've talked to this day seem to know what it is. So a bit strange.
Yeah, forbidden, huh? Sure.
He knows a lot of things.
Perhaps people with money who might be connected to tieflings. We've been told they possess innate knowledge about it.
I don't know about that. Innate knowledge?
That's how it sounds.
Wouldn't expect that from one such as yourself, but okay.
Yeah, it's not what I believe, it's just what I've heard. And any clue is better than literally nothing.
That is true. There's not many tieflings at all in important families that I know. Let me think, and he starts, racking his head and looking through some papers. No, there were rumors about this one, but it turned out to be false.
Well, during this time, can I cast Detect Thoughts?
Yeah. Does that have, what components does that have?
Just give me a moment. Is it? I think it's like a vocal.
Just checking.
Vocal, semantic, and material.
Materialistic.
Okay. Well, if you want to do it sneakily, you're gonna have to give me a sleight of hand.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that. 23.
23. Okay. He is clearly busy looking through papers and ledgers and other things.
But yeah, what I'm looking for is all the names that if he's possibly thinking of, like, oh, it could be this person, and I want to remember all these names.
Oh boy, do you have keen mind?
I do not have keen mind.
Okay, well, he's looking through a lot of pages that all have a lot of names on them. He's basically reading a phone book.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, this one, no, this one, no, this one, no, this one. No.
And this is going off the question of like nobles that have like dirt on them, or nobles that could
tieflings specifically,
or possible tieflings.
Well, I mean, if you are a tiefling, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can. I just want to try to keep track of the names he say.
No,
said?
he's going through like a list, and he's saying no, 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 no. This one's dead. No, 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 dead. No, 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 no. Haven't seen that person in 20 years. No, 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 no. Those like, are the surface thoughts.
Surface you thoughts.
Detect, yeah. Do you want to go deeper?
No, I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. So yeah, he's saying that there aren't that many people in noble families that he knows that are tieflings. If anything, Miss Sterling would know more about that. She's not here yet. She'll return probably in the summer. Sorry, I can't be more helpful. It's all very worrying.
It was worth a try.
May I ask where Miss Sterling is?
She goes on vacation every spring. Not really sure where. I never asked. Probably to visit her family.
Well,
DM at this point. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was just going to ask if I kept my 3rd level spell slot for sending.
Well, no, unfortunately.
How about my 2nd level spell for detect thoughts?
Shit. Hold on, I dropped it. 20. You do.
Alright. That makes it easier. Okay. But would it be knowledge to us that the Yuan-Ti that we captured is executed, or is it still waiting on his turn?
I think you had talked to the wizard that was there at the trial, and he had said, "Yeah, we took care of it."
Okay.
Because they wanted to study him, and that would kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sorry.
No one was saying anything. Go ahead.
I was thinking of giving the best description of the clothes and if they ring any bell, like the colors, if that's one particular family.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to make a history check for him, and that is very bad.
I was gonna ask if I can give him bardic inspiration to that.
Sure. What's the die for that?
D6.
D6. Okay, that's a 5 on the. It's something. Yes. It's like, you know that fashion is not.
Yeah.
I mean, look at me. Fashion's not my thing.
I don't.
He is dressed in a very simple gray clothes. Don't really know what rich people do, what they keep. The other one that sounds like a brewer supply. I mean, if that helps.
Brewer.
You know, apron, boots.
And I look again at the boots, at the letter. I think we'll need to talk to Theron about this then. Well, thank you, Mark. You seem to have helped us a lot more than I think you realize.
Sure, I guess. I mean, I can talk to some people. You know I love talking to people. You've seen him after hours when he gets drunk. He's very talkative. Yeah. He always seems to remember, though. Anyway.
Thank you, Mark.
Do I know what district the most nobles live in, or are they like spread around?
You can make a history check with advantage. You have worked in the city for a while.
That is, hold up, 16.
16. Well, There are of course exceptions, but a significant portion of nobility and higher up people in the social ladder do live in the Steel Estates, named of course after Osmond Steel, who died last year.
Yeah, I heard about some adventurers.
No,
They
you
made
didn't.
a fuss.
No, you didn't.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
well,
Not
maybe
yet,
you did.
right? Not
Well,
yet.
I mean, again, that was last year. In game and in real life.
Fair enough.
There's also a significant portion of people in the peaks with the castle, and a few here and there. Steel estates are next to the old town, by the way. And a few here and there in the gardens at the very bottom left.
Right.
But the majority in the
Right.
peaks and in the Steel estates.
And how far away from the from where we are right now to the end of the peaks?
To the end of the peaks?
Yeah.
I mean, if you follow the most direct route from where you are now, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4 miles ish.
Okay, so it's only 4 miles. Okay. Can I try to cast locate creature?
Okay, what creature are you locating?
I'm trying to locate the specific creature with the specific coding that the counselor described.
Let's see. Locate creature. It is a 4th level divination. You don't keep it.
Oh boy.
I rolled a 13. 1,000 feet. How many feet are in a mile?
A lot.
I know it's a lot, but how many?
It's a lot. I don't even think that's a mile.
No, it's definitely not. 5,000. Oh my god.
It's 300 meters.
Yeah, that checks out. So 1,000 feet from here is 300 meters. I like that more. It's like here and all this. Not currently within 1,000 feet.
Okay. Okay. I tell you guys, Christoph and Kaida, that I pop locate creature. Maybe we should head north a bit to see if we can find a noble, and then we can visit Theron later on.
Does locate creature even work with that vague of a description?
I'm sure ourselves are going to find out.
Out of curiosity, why would we talk to Theron?
First of all, I got a letter that I wanted to read soon-ish, but apparently our creator of the Demon Scribe was wearing brew supplies, and while we don't know if it was someone from Theron's brewery, he surely has some connection or knowledge about other breweries. I mean, he must know about his what's the word?
Opponents?
Competitors?
Competition?
Yeah,
Competitors. Yes.
Alright.
Well, I mean, if you want to read it, Theron, you can say what is in there. If you
Are you reading it?
Just making sure that Grim isn't just running out of magic. Yes.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can
I have I have an hour.
So the letter reads as such. Hello, Christoph. I have some important information concerning the Yanti that we ended up discovering the hideout of. I might have some information that one of my competitors might have a connection to them. If you would please meet me at my offices, I would be able to fill you in more.
Oh shit. So I just basically threw that and just Graham. I think you don't need that spell anymore. Farron just directly told me that he suspects one of his competitors to be connected to the UMT.
Okay, but is this connected to the UNT? Do we know?
I don't know.
I mean, you can make a religion check if you would like.
Sure. That is not good. Religion plus 0, huh? Okay. That's an 8.
An 8. Oh my god.
Aren't you a fucking cleric?
He's the other kind of cleric.
Ah.
I have more HP than you, but no religion.
I have con 10.
Anyway, you're not sure if something demonic could relate to the UNT. Maybe. I mean, if they're willing to, kidnap people and experiment on them, who knows what they'll do.
True. I mean, I have been, secretly thinking about it myself, but I haven't found a connection yet.
Well, we didn't really have a real connection, but it's still transmutation. We know that someone wearing brewer's supplies was involved, and Theron, a brewer, just said to me, or wrote, that one of his competitors is probably connected, so I think it's at least worth talking to him. Also, I could feel in his writing that he was impatient.
Okay.
Sure. Make an insight check, Christoph.
1.
Wait.
For 2.
2. Okay. I mean, Theron's writing is not, super ugly or anything. It's calm, if you will. All the letters are all the they're shaped correctly. You don't really get the sense that he wrote it in a rush necessarily.
Oh yeah, no, I was lying.
I respect that.
Well, I mean, Okay, so Grimwald, if you want to pursue locate creature, we can do that, but if not, we can maybe end the session there, have this meeting next time.
Yeah. No, I'll drop the locate creature.
Okay.
I'll follow Christoph's plan.
Okay, so we can have that meeting next time, hopefully, if everyone's available. Because I kind of have to go and do some cooking.